Hey guys, it's Matt with jinX Brothers with another penny box challenge. This box comes from the state of Washington. Compliments of Tarik. I appreciate you sending me this box. We actually swapped boxes. And I'm going to make this kind of a quick mail call as well because he sent me some goodies. He sent me a lucky penny. The reason why it's in this flip like this is his box exploded. USPS is rough on the flat rates. If you are sending pennies, make sure to pack them with extra stuff in there because otherwise you will have the treat of a coin explosion. He did pop these to make sure they were circulated, but you'll see we're talking about a coin explosion. We had two fatalities in there. I actually took one of my old boxes and went through to make sure all the rolls were there. We had two that were damaged, so those will be hunted first. He also sent me a very nice note. Thanks, Matt, for the penny box trade. Hope you find some fillers. Also wanted to enjoy the extra coins. I noticed you didn't have these two buffalo nickels or the coins from Jordan, the Israeli coins. I am unsure if you had them, but feel you can do whatever you want with them. Hope to trade with you in the future, and good luck with the channel. So besides the lucky penny, he sent me, whoops, these were not flipped. I flipped them because I have to know all the details on my coins. He sent me a coin from Jordan, which I did not have. So now I've got a world coin and a box from Washington. Killed two birds with one stone. Thank you again. And then he sent me 5 coins from Israel. We have a 2013. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. I want to say it's shekelum, but I could be wrong. Please correct me if I am. But this is a beautiful coin. It's got a pattern on the front and the denomination on the reverse. We got 10 Argrat. This is aluminum bronze. It's from 1998. That had 60 million. Actually, that was one of the higher mintages of that particular coin. We have a half shekel aluminum bronze from 2014. I was unable to find, they had no mintage on this particular coin. This one is a bimetallic. It's a 10, again, the same word, shekelum, I believe, from 2010. It's got the bronze steel center and the nickel steel outer ring. This one also did not have any mintages on it, but it's a beautiful coin. It reminds me of the Mexican coins where they do the bimetallic. And then we had a one new shekel from 2007, which is nickel-plated steel. And they minted 25 million of these. Besides that, he did send me 2 buffaloes. This buffalo he sent me, and since we had last talked, or since I had showed the book, where's 29 at? We filled it. We just filled it last week. So thank you. I will make sure to take care of this. This will stay in my collection since it was a gift from you, but I appreciate it. But he also sent me a 37, which I have. But guess what? He sent me one with a mint mark, which I don't have. So I've labeled it in the book in case I do find it. I'm trying to do my best to fill this on my own. But until then, we have a hole filled. Thanks again, Tarik. I will jump into this box and I'll bring you back with my first find. I know this intro was long, but that's what happens when you have generous people in the community that send you some extra goodies along with the box. I look forward to the hunt, and I'll come back to you with my first find. Roll 1 1/4. The reason why I say a quarter is these are the coin explosions. So it's a little bit of that second roll, and this is what was in the baggies. We actually have a Wheatie in here. 1956D. First Wheatie of the box. Gotta like to start like that. Tail end of roll 4, we're gonna have our next wheat. 1955D. Wheatie 2 of the box. I hope it stays at this pace, that'd be amazing. Next roll, roll 5, we're gonna have our first foreign. It is a, ooh, might be an oldie, 1951. We've got ourselves a George. Nice. I don't see this very often. It's great to get an old Canadian. Third find of the box, 5th roll in. Tail end of roll 6, we've got a double foreign. I guess this shouldn't surprise me because this box is from Washington, which is pretty close to our friends in Canada. A 1978 and a 1962. 2 more Canadians to the lot. Hopefully that we don't get a bunch of more Canadians and we can start finding some wheats again. Roll 8. Look at that. We've got ourselves another Canadian. 1943. Gives us another George. I'm only going to come in for the Georges now. I think that this might be a habit. Because that is our 4th Canadian and we're not even 10 rolls in. But I will come in for the Georges because I don't see this very often. It's pretty crazy that I've already gotten 2 of them. Roll 16. It's been slightly dry besides some more Canadians and an 09. But we've got ourselves another wheat. And it's dirty. $1956D. Dirty Wheatie's better than no Wheatie at all, so we will take it. The 3rd Wheatie of the box. Tail end of roll 18. We've got what looks like maybe not that old. 42. Still kind of cruddy. But, like I said before, cruddy Wheaties better than no Wheatie at all. That's Wheatie number 4. Roll 38. We ran into a bunch of zinc, but new find. Another George. 1943. As you can see, we're killing it with the Canadians right now. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 Canadians, just 4 wheats so far. We've got a handful of 09s. So we've got 17 rolls left. Hopefully we can score some more Wheaties. Next roll. We've got some Wheatiers again. 57D. We will take it. That's Wheatie 5 of the box. Halfway to 10, but we're well past half of the box. I hope we can get there. Roll 38. I think I might have messed up last time. I think I said roll 38 last time. I was 5 rolls off. This is actually roll 38. Sorry if I said that wrong a couple of slides ago. But we do have another wheat that just jumped out of my hands. 1951D. That is wheat number 6 of the box. We have 11 rolls plus this one still to get through. We've got a shot. Roll 45. You bet ourselves a Wheatie facing us in 1945. That's Wheatie number 7. 5 rolls after this one. Roll 49. Not quite last minute luck, but we've got another Wheatie. 1957D again. We'll take it. We've got this and 1 roll left, and we need to score 2, 4, 6, 8. We need to score 2 to get to 10. It's gonna be pretty tight. Alrighty guys, it's time to wrap up the Washington box. It was a very interesting box. I guess I should have known better based upon where Washington is that I was going to get a lot of Canadians. Did not think I would get 17. And on top of that, 6 of them were Georges. So I almost never see them. Occasionally I will get them and they're fun to find, but to get 6 in one box, pretty crazy. We ended up with 1309s. None of them upgraded the book, but I did get the Presidential D, which I did not have. These are my book fillers over here. This is my 71S, and this is a wheat. I only had 1 wheat that's going to be added to the book. My other 7 were dupes. So this particular hunt is going to yield 3 spots. The Presidential, the 71S, and this is a 55D that I did not have currently. But the crazy thing is we're done except for wheats now. I mean, there certainly could be some upgrades here or there, but the books are looking actually pretty nice. Besides probably from like 90 back towards the wheats that could use some upgrades, but up through the 90s, they're really, we've got a nice mix of pennies. So I was surprised that we were able to wrap things up that fast. So now we're just upgrading and finding wheats. I'll give you a head count on the slots and things here in a minute. Just wanted to run through the numbers that I have for the hunt itself. We had 8 wheats, 17 foreigns, 1309s, and we had 987 grams of copper. I was thinking we were going to be short on the copper because when I was going through, I didn't feel like we had a ton of copper. It just must have been falling nicely in the cup because the cup didn't seem very full, but it weighed out pretty close to average. Yeah, maybe a little bit light, but certainly nothing to be overly concerned about. Again, Tarik, I appreciate you helping me with this box. It was great fun to hunt it. We can chop off another state. I will be back with the book details. Alrighty, here are the books. We have the Presidential, which is going to go into the book. And like I said, this here is the Presidential, or the Treasury seal that I found. So that's why that one doesn't look as nice. It was an empty hole that I used to fill. But you'll notice most of these are pretty nice until we get, even the 90s are pretty nice, to be honest with you. But we start getting a little bit ugly here towards the 80s and 70s. And of course, we have a lot of browns up here once we get further back, but we're going to add the 71S and we're going to add the 55D. So those are the 3 holes we filled this week. We have filled 159 holes so far, which means we have 123 left, with the bulk of those being Wheaties. We do have one more special spot for the week. Tarik had sent me a lucky penny. It is a wheat. It's pretty tore up, but he labeled it Lucky Penny on the box, and so I've added it to the book. Again, I appreciate you sending me the box. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Everyone else, make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you on the next hunt.